Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily is part of the Modern Grower Podcast Network. Check out some of our other shows like Carrot Cash Flow, the Growing Microgreens Podcast, and Farm Small, Farm Smart. Learn more about the shows using the link below.
Can you give us a little backstory on the history of the Athens market? I know listeners are probably sick and tired of me talking about it. Obviously, it's my context, it's our context here. But even though we sort of reference it, talk about how it's been for our business at the market, kind of give us a little bit of the history of the Athens Farmers Market as a whole.
So the Athens Farmers Market in Athens, Georgia, has been around for 18 years. It started out with a couple farmers that had an idea about providing local, organically grown, naturally grown food to the community of Athens. I think it started out with 3 farms, maybe 3 or 4 farms. And they started in this little roundabout at the bottom of the hill at the park that we're at still currently. And they said like 2,000 to 3,000 people showed up and their food was gone within 30 minutes.
Wow.
And everyone was like, okay, so the demand is here, but we got to figure out what's going on because we can't keep going like this every week because then people are going to stop coming. And so it started growing from there. They moved from that little roundabout spot to the basketball court. And I'm not sure how long ago the market actually moved to where it is now, but now we are at underneath a tennis court pavilion where we have vendors inside the tennis court pavilion and also outside in front. Anywhere from meat, egg, bread vendors. We have, 6, 8 farms now inside vegetable produce farms. We've got 1 dedicated flower farm. We've got 4 different meat farms, anything from duck meat to chicken meat, pork meat, beef. And then we typically have between 50 to 54 vendors every Saturday. That includes like prepared food vendors and other like arts and craft vendors. So it's grown tremendously over the years. We usually see between, I would say 3,000 to 4,000 people a Saturday that come to the farmers market, depending on what's going on in town. It's tough to be in a college town some weekends and compete with the dogs playing on Saturdays, but there's a dedicated community in Athens that's always looking for local food and is genuinely worried about and values supporting local businesses along with the local food community. It's always great at the Athens Farmers Market. There's always a good vibe. Everyone's always really kind. It's a very diverse crowd. And it's a pretty genuine community on a weekly basis.
Yeah, when right after you reached out and kind of started, really thinking it over about if we were going to join, like I knew the Athens market was like a popular market. It was a bigger market, but really don't think it's been until recently you have conversations with people. Mostly, I don't think I've quite realized how big the impact and how big of a deal it is to be a part of the Athens market has been since start of the podcast. Just whether talking to Alice Varon, the former director of Certified Naturally Grown, or it's Abigail, who used to run the market and now is moved on to Wholesome Wave, or just other people realizing that like the Athens Farmers Market is a big deal. That it's like it has an insanely good reputation, especially for only being around for 18 years. Like looking at the website and it's like, it started in 2008. I'm like, that's not 18 years ago. And you're like, oh my God, no, that is 18 years ago. That's a whole nother can of worms of just feeling like, 18 years ago is 2008. But what do you think it is about the market that has given it such a great reputation from like people that are completely outside of our local community, outside of our local food movement, like people like Alice at C&G, who, she's all the way up in New York, and but she was like immediately like, oh yes, like what you guys are doing down there is a big deal.
Anytime my family travels, we always try to find a farmers market wherever we're landing. Whether we were driving out west and stop at farmers markets to kind of stock up back on food, or like going to Brevard, North Carolina, or Asheville, North Carolina. we've been to a lot of farmers markets across the country, and we can honestly say that we've never seen as many naturally grown farms or organic farms at one farmers market, with also the community around it of just everything is locally made. The food is all as local as possible. And I think having there's so much attention on local agriculture around Athens from the farmer standpoint and the agriculture standpoint that the demand is there. So as long as we keep having dedicated farmers coming from around the Athens area, that's what makes Athens Farmers Market so special, is because everyone is either certified naturally grown or organic when it comes to produce. And all of our farms are either regenerative or they're certified naturally grown or they're organic. So we really value giving the people of the community the choice to eat healthy, eat organic, and know where their food's coming from, because we know it really makes a difference.
Hey there, guess what? If you're a farmer, you can have your low tunnels paid for by the NRCS. They have this cool new program where farmers can get $4 to $5 for each square foot to help with a Quick Hoops low tunnel system, frames and fabric included. It's like free money to help you grow more stuff on your farm. Want to learn more about Quick Hoops and the NRCS program? Click on the link below.